Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into the AI Index report for 2025 to really pull out its core findings.
Yeah, and our mission here is to map out this lightning-fast evolution of AI.
Exactly. We want to understand where the power is centralizing, where technical performance is, really peaking, and where the most critical risks are intensifying for all of us.
And if you want to understand that landscape, you really have to start with who's building this stuff.
Right, the taxonomy of it all.
The data shows, a really dramatic shift. In 2024, industry was behind nearly 90% of all major new AI models.
90%. That's up from, what, 60% just the year
A
before?
30-point jump in 1 year. It's stunning.
That's huge. And it's not just a numerical shift, is it? It feels more structural. What's the biggest concern there? Is it that AI development is becoming more proprietary?
It absolutely raises that concern. I mean, academia still leads in highly cited foundational research, the basic science, but the big tangible systems,
They're all corporate assets now.
almost entirely. And that move towards proprietary models, it really impacts open science. It limits public access to how these powerful systems actually work.
Okay, so let's look at what those corporate systems can actually do now, because the performance jump is genuinely shocking. They're just blowing past the old benchmarks.
And what's fascinating here is how quickly these systems are mastering complex reasoning. Take the ARC-AGI benchmark. It measures broad AI reasoning.
Yeah.
Its high score recently jumped to 75.7%.
And 4 years ago, what was it?
It was 33%, which basically forced researchers to create new, much harder challenges like humanities' last exam, just because the old tests were, saturated.
The systems are moving from just passing tests to solving problems that, just a few years ago required human genius. Look, mathematics.
Oh, yeah.
DeepMind systems, AlphaProof and Alpha Geometry too. They performed at the level of an International Mathematical Olympiad silver medalist. They solved 4 out of 6 of these incredibly complex problems.
And that's not just pattern matching. That is deep, sophisticated reasoning.
And we're seeing that capability move into the physical world too.
Rapidly. Yeah. Think about embodied AI, like autonomous vehicles. Waymo's cars, after millions of miles, showed an 85% reduction in property damage claims.
85%. And bodily injury claims were even lower, weren't they?
92% lower compared to human drivers in similar areas. I mean, that is a verifiable, large-scale safety improvement.
But of course, that enormous capability brings enormous responsibility. As the models get smarter, the risks in the report just intensify. Let's start with bias.
Persistent bias is proving extremely difficult to get rid of. Even LLMs that are explicitly trained to curb it, like GPT-4, Claude 3, Sonnet.
Right, the aligned models.
They still show implicit biases, like they'll associate women more with humanities than with STEM fields. It's just baked in.
And the security vulnerabilities are just as tricky. We've heard of shallow safety alignment, where safeguards only work for a few words. But I want to focus on this finding about infectious jailbreaks.
This is a truly terrifying failure mode to even think about.
Explain it.
Researchers found that if you inject a single adversarial image into the memory of one AI agent, that harmful behavior can spread
Spread how?
exponentially across all connected agents. It creates a sort of digital pandemic. In simulations, they saw near total propagation in networks of up to 1 million agents.
Wow. So if we connect that kind of risk to the infrastructure, the very foundation for training future models is becoming unstable. The report says the data commons is rapidly shrinking.
Exactly. Just think of the web as this giant library for training AI. But now more and more of the books are getting locked away.
Behind restrictions.
Right. Data use restrictions have caused the inaccessible content in big data sets like C4 to jump from around, say, 5 to 7% up to 20 or even 33%.
So finding diverse, high-quality data is just getting exponentially harder.
It really is.
And the policy response is racing to catch up. In 2024, we saw the landmark EU AI Act, which brings in risk-based rules, and the UN General Assembly resolution promoting, safe, secure, and trustworthy AI.
It's a global race to catch up to the tech, which I think raises an important question for you to consider.
Okay.
If the technical frontier is moving so fast that AIs are solving Olympiad-level math problems, but the open data needed to train them is drying up, how long can that progress really be sustained before the next evolutionary leap requires something fundamentally new, something beyond just more scale?